The essence of the heart. Hey Prema, how are you? Nothing man, but today you seem very happy, don't you? Of course, I'm happy. Actually, I am very excited. Why? Come on, how to forget? Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Ah, yes, of course. Why such a face? You're coming, aren't you? Actually, my family get together is on the 14th, so. Oh no, 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 no excuses, okay? It's our first Valentine's Day in college. You can imagine? Yes, of course. But, hey baby, family reunions can happen anywhere, anytime, but Valentine's Day comes only once a year. How can you miss it? And besides, what if someone steals your Abhimanyu in your absence? My Abhimanyu. Hey crazy girl. Oh, the girl is blushing. No, I will not. Come on, you don't need to hide from me. Nupur. Hey, Allah handsome hunk coming at you. Normally Nupur always teases Prema by taking Abhimanyu's name, but today the girl does not joke. This is actually coming towards Abhimanyu Prema. Prema's heart becomes a buffer. But before the man can reach Prema, the girl beats up Abhimanyu. Coffee cup in hand. Coffee spills everywhere with his Abhimanyu shirt on. The girl gets shocked and starts apologizing to Abhimanyu in her guilty voice. He offers her his handkerchief. Did he do it intentionally? Absolutely. Otherwise, she'll never be able to find another person to contend with. I think she has a crush on Abhimanyu. So she always tries to get his attention. You are right, Prema. I thought so too. And look at Abhimanyu, can't he protest? Baby, Abhimanyu is a decent boy, he doesn't understand the dirty antics of that bitch. But don't worry. How can I not? Why not? Do you think castrate can ever beat you? Never. Abhimanyu will never look at her. Castrate, yes, is the right word for that. Do you know what makes me think that God put a woman's body in a man's body by mistake? Ha ha ha. Yes, otherwise there must be some beauty, some tenderness in the girl. What does it have? Exactly, my princess. That's why I say don't worry. Come in a red sari on the 14th, and Abhimanyu will go crazy. Trust me. In fact, this is my guarantee. Hey, have you heard that the dress code of that they used to fix sari for girls and sherwani for men? Yes. Hey, like that boy, will the girl wear a sari that day? Oh, then this is going to be a super exciting scene. She will look like a cartoon in a sari. Ha 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 ha. It's a sad afternoon. The girl student has just returned from college and has locked herself in the room. Her name is Devanshi, a part of God. So or not, he feels that his parents deliberately chose his name to make fun of him. Otherwise, why was the girl child born from the curse named Devanshi? When God created him, maybe God was upset for some reason. Devashi took off all her clothes and threw them on the floor. A large mirror on the wall now depicts the naked body of a girl. It is said that the beauty of a girl lies in her waist, but Devanshi finds nothing like that in her body. Like a man, he only has muscles and a stomach. Yes, Devanshi. Two white spots are hanging from the upper part of the body. Devanshi holds him tight with her hands. Gore turns red with pain, but Devanshi is not ready to let him go yet. She shouts angrily, "Why? Why are you there? When people doubt my femininity despite your presence, what is the need to carry you? What are you doing?" Devanshi comes to the balcony. The sun is going to sleep soon. Now the whole sky is colored with the saffron color of the Sunday. Both the lovebirds are seen hugging each other tightly before bidding goodbye. Two sparrows are feeding each other on the varnish of the window. It seems that the whole of nature is painted in the color of love. But there is only one person in this world who is alone. People call her castrated, and people make fun of her. She doesn't have the tenderness like a girl, but still, under the fleshy chest, there is a heart, a woman's heart, a tender woman's heart that yearns for someone. It waits for someone to win. But Devanshi knows very well that longings never end, they are part of her lifelong misery. Abhimanyu is the most handsome boy in the college. There will probably not be any girl in the college who is not crazy about that boy. Yes, Devashi too. She didn't want to fall in love with him, but she didn't know how and why she did. It is true that he has a crush on her, but that does not mean that he ever tries to get her attention. Devanshi herself knows. So why did Prema and Nupur make such an allegation about him? Why did he insult them like that? Devanshi feels that these girls go to the extent of insulting her and that she forgets other things. While insulting and making fun of Devanshi, he also insulted the eunuchs. Why? Aren't those people human? Last week Prema was giving a class lecture on feminism. There he expresses his displeasure that when a boy cries, he is mocked as a woman. According to Prema, this is an insult to a woman. So how can it be justified to call someone castrated? Devanshi did not understand. The evening is coming with winter dew. Devanshi's body started shivering with cold. He returns to his room. His phone vibrates on the table. He immediately picked up the phone, but the man on the other end hung up. 9 missed calls from an unknown number. Devanshi gets shocked. Who could it be? Usually, no one calls him. Then, after returning from class, he forgot to turn on the loud mode and that's why he didn't hear the ring. He hesitated and called again. The man on the other end picked up the phone. Oh, good luck, Rani finally finds time to take my call. Ma'am, why don't you use the phone? Who are you? Who am I? You don't know? No. Have you forgotten my voice? Do I know you? If you know the person from whom you borrowed general notes on economics, then yes, you know me. They say. Ah, what a relief, finally madam can remember me. You have to do these complications. You can only say your name. Yes, of course, I could. But I want to test your memory. Why? Because you once borrowed something from me, but made no effort to repay it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. I took them to class today but forgot because of some personal issues. Personal issues. Being insulted by someone who's really a nobody is a really personal issue. What are you doing? Nothing like you. I wonder why you didn't say a word when Miss Universe from your department was insulting you. How do you know? It doesn't matter. Who is Abhimanyu? Your crush? No. Okay, then tell me why didn't you protest? Why didn't you say a word in your defense? May I assume that you also believe this idea about yourself? Shut up. Just shut up. Don't cross your limits. Who are you to judge me? None of these. Yeah. You're nobody, just nobody. You have no right to talk about me. What's your problem if I'm not pretty? Say, I'm not soft like girls. Listen, I myself happy with. Really? Do you believe it? It's none of your business. And you want your notes back immediately? I will give them back to you tomorrow. And listen, I don't want to see your face again. I can't go to college tomorrow. So you send me back the next day. Tomorrow. It's Valentine's Day. Therefore, I will not go to college. Listen, you can't make excuses. I need my notes back for that day, and they're final. Before Debanshi could say anything else, the boy hung up the phone. Debanshi threw the phone on the bed and started crying. He doesn't know why. Probably because the boy told the bitter truth to his face. Why is God always all this? She wants to avoid Valentine's Day, but finally, it's the long-awaited 14th February. Love is all around. The flower shops are full of red roses and heart-shaped bouquets. The streets are crowded with lovebirds. The sun is shining, probably to celebrate the day of love. But in the midst of all this, there is an unmarried girl who is not happy but is very upset with the cheerful nature of the day. People might make fun of him, sour grapes. Maybe it's true. He always likes to spend this day in his cocoon world, but this year is different. Debanshi has to come to college because of that crazy person. Why can't he wait for one more day to get those notes back? Devanshi enters the campus on her black scooter. The entire campus is decorated with red flowers and balloons. Lovebirds are roaming around with their pair. Devanshi is the only difference between them. There is no one to equal him. Actually, he doesn't need anyone for himself. He is happy being single. Devanshi takes her scooter and runs towards the car stand. He plans to call Sagar here and return the note. Then return to the pavilion. She didn't want anyone to notice her as she had a puja at home, and for that, she had to wear a sari. He thought of changing his clothes, but his mother did not allow him. She said, "You should go to college for that. You look beautiful, my girl." Mothers are like that. Their daughters are always beautiful in their eyes. But the truth is something else. Debanshi knows very well how embarrassed she feels when someone notices her. After putting the scooter away, he calls out to Sagar as soon as he hears the sound for the first time. This car stand is in a corner of the campus, so usually, no one comes here. But perhaps today any couple has chosen a place to spend some time alone. Devanshi doesn't need to know anything more about him. He finds the number in the contact list and is about to press the green button when he hears a scream. No one shouts like that unless they are in danger. What happened? Debanshi left the phone in her bag and went to the side from where the sound was coming. He peeped through the stands, and a terrible sight met his eyes. 3 boys were surrounded by 2 girls. Those girls are none other than Prema and Nupur. Prema is wearing a red sari and the edge of her sari is now in the hands of a goon. Prema is trying hard to cover her body with both hands. Devanshi could not understand anything else. He knows very well what he must do now. A goon is about to forcefully kiss Prema when suddenly someone violates him. The boy was shocked, so he immediately left the fringe, blood pouring down his face. Rag now targets Devanshi. They think it's a girl who accidentally kicked her partner, nothing more. Hitting the girl doesn't matter anymore. But surprisingly, when he tries to hold her, the girl gets so angry that the other one starts bleeding from the nose. Karate black belt winner Devanshi destroys all the goons in minutes. And because of the chaos, many people have already gathered there and caught the goons on the run. Well done, we usually call you boy for fun, but today you really did a boyish job. We are proud of you, Devanshi. These words fell in Devanshi's ears. She looks up and sees Abhimanyu standing next to Prema. Perhaps they had planned to meet here. Debanshi looks into Abhimanyu's eyes and says in a calm voice, I'm a girl, how can I do a boy's job? I think protecting ourselves and others has nothing to do with our gender identity. Nothing really. And besides, I don't believe it's a girl's sole responsibility to dress herself to impress others. I'm not, and I love who I am. Abhimanyu lowered his face in shame. Prema and Nupur are also standing next to them, bowing their faces. Perhaps his ego does not allow him to say thank you. Debashi doesn't need their thanks, but she herself needs to thank someone else who gave her the confidence to speak up for herself. And today, after speaking her mind, Devanshi feels very light. Oh, it's time to find that man. But as soon as he doesn't come back, he fights with someone. He is standing in front of Devanshi looking at her strangely. Devanshi is shocked. She doesn't know what to say to him. I'm sorry. Sorry about that day. I have been so bad to you, she asks in a trembling voice, taking a deep breath. Okay. He just uttered the words. Debanshi gets more nervous. I was very upset that day, so actually, I took someone else's anger out on you. But I promise it won't happen again. But I want to be the one on whom you can release all your anger, pain, and sorrow, said Sagar while offering Devanshi a sunflower. Debanshi was shocked. What? What do you mean? I knew you weren't coming to college today, so I had to use the note as an excuse. Sorry. But I knew you weren't coming to college today, so I had to use the note as an excuse. Sorry. But whatever Devanshi said right now, I said everything from my heart. I love you from the time I started knowing you. I know I don't need anyone to save you. You are enough. I want you to be on this journey of life a little right to walk next door. Will you give that to me? Propose with a sunflower, lol, quipped Abhimanyu. Sagar does not get angry but asks in a calm tone, the one I love is not soft like a rose, she is strong like the sun, bright like a sunflower. Therefore, a sunflower is the perfect offering to her. From morning, the sky was covered with mist. Suddenly glorious sunshine comes out, removing the fog. She lost herself in the blue eyes of Sagar. Is it reality or a dream? Is it true that there is a person who is not bothered by her manly look, rather he can feel the true essence of her heart? When the sun rays are bathing the two blossoming hearts, suddenly a song begins to play in the mic. I want to grow old with you. I want to die lying in your arms. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.